Once again, we're staying in our office layout.dwg file. And what we're going to do now is a little bit of housekeeping. Now you'll notice down here we've got a door in the bottom right corner. There's an arc and there's a line that forms the door. I'd like you to click on both of those, like so, and you'll notice with them selected, the layers panel here tells me that they're on the walls layer. They shouldn't be. They should be on the doors layer. So click on the layer drop down, click on doors here, hit escape a couple of times, and you'll see they're now on the appropriate layer. You can hover over the arc there. It tells you it's on the doors layer. Hover over the line there. It also tells you it's on the doors layer. Now, the other thing we need to do is we need to revisit our cubicle and furniture and bits over here. Now, we don't want this desk here, but what we do want is we want this furniture and the desk plant to go up to this desk here. So we're going to use the mirror command. So we select the computer, the chair, and the desk plant. That's all we need. We go up to the mirror command on the modify panel, like we've done previously. And again, be accurate with your object snaps. You want the midpoint snap there. That midpoint on the partition wall. Left click. Drag to the left and keep. Can you see that? You want to keep your polar tracking kicking in. Like that. Left click on the polar tracking line. Erase the source objects. Yes, please. So you can see they've mirrored up here to what is now, in essence, kind of an executive office. This desk here isn't needed. So we can select it. Right click, select erase on the shortcut menu. And you'll notice that we're using the desk that we smart placed earlier using the AI in AutoCAD. Now we've got a big pot plant here that is kind of sitting in space. You might want to click on it, click on the grip in the center, just pop it up there into that nice executive office and left click. And then just hit escape a couple of times to deselect. So you can see now we've done a nice little bit of housekeeping. Now if we just hover over the hatching inside the walls here, can you see there's the hatch? It's on the layer walls. So if I click on that, can you see it will go into the hatch editor? Don't worry about that. We'll cover that later. Go back to the home tab on the ribbon and you can see that the walls layer is current. Click on the flyout again. And this time you want to put it onto the hatching layer. Click on hatching. And just hit escape a couple of times like so. And can you see it changes color? So it distinguishes the hatching a bit more in the drawing. Roll back on the mouse wheel a couple of notches, or maybe just one like I have, and just click on that hatching again, and you'll see that you've got a central grip, like so. Click on that grip and just drag the hatching outside of the building like that. We'll sort that out later. Just left click about there. You'll see that it's a separate hatch all on its own. Hit escape a couple of times, like that. And you can see now, if you zoom out slightly, there's your hatching, but there's your office build there. Now we're going to zoom in on the lower part of the building so that we can see the door and the horizontal wall. Now we want the door over on the left-hand side of the building. So again, we're going to utilize our mirror command. So select the arc and the line, but also these two smaller lines that form the opening in the wall. Click on those. You can right click now, recent input, mirror. It's asking for the first point of your mirror line. Now you want the middle of the wall, not the middle of this bit of wall where there's a hole in it. So we want the whole length of the wall. So what we do is we do a shift and a right click. And on the shortcut menu now we have our object snap overrides. You want mid between 2 points. You're going to go from this corner here, endpoint snap left click, to this corner here, endpoint snap left click. And then as you move vertically up the polar tracking line, can you see it's mirroring the door to the left-hand side? So go vertically up the polar tracking line, left click somewhere on the polar tracking line, erase source objects, yes. Now that does leave some gaps here, which we're going to rectify in a second, but it also means that we've got to trim the wall down here somehow, and I'll show you how to do that too. Let's close the holes over here on the right-hand side. Go up to the modify panel, click on the little flyout arrow and click on the pin to pin the panel open. Now you'll see here there's what looks like two arrowheads pushing up against each other. That is the join command. Click on join, come into the drawing area. You need to select this line and this line. Press enter to finish, Job done. You've joined them. That is now one whole line. Right click, repeat join, and we're going to go this line and this line. Enter again. Job done. As you can see, that's another whole line. Zoom in now on your door here. Now we need to tidy this up. Now there are some break tools in AutoCAD that allow you to break lines quickly and easily. There's two of them here. So you've got this one here, break the selected object between the 2 points, which will make a gap. We've also got break at point. Go with the one with the 2 little blue lines on it, break. Breaks the selected object between 2 points. And select the lower horizontal line here like so, and left click. Now it will try and break it from where you've just selected the line. Can you see that? So what you do is you right click and go to first point, and you select the endpoint snap or intersection there. You then go to this point here, get an endpoint or an intersection, click again, and you've broken that nice and neatly. Now the other break command is this one here. Click on it, break at point, and it will tell you to select an object again. So we select this line, the upper horizontal line. This time we're going to break it on the right hand edge of the doorway. See the endpoint snap? Left click. What that's done is it's broken it into this line and this line, but we still need to break it here. So we just repeat that command. Again, break at point. We select this line that we've created here, and then we break it at this endpoint snap here and left click. We now have 1 and 2 and 3 lines from the one line. We don't need this line, so we select it. We then right click and erase. Job done. We've now got the opening for the new doorway, and if we zoom out, our wall is closed as well. So as you can see, nice and neatly done, utilizing those break and join commands and a little bit of housekeeping as well. Just unpin the modify panel like so, and we'll move on to the next video.